afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. We have all kinds of interesting topics today, from prom to penguins, talking about some baby penguins that are the highlight of a zoo in Wisconsin. And it's important that they're in that zoo because wild breeding has plummeted. You won't believe the numbers I'm going to share with you a little bit later. And it's always good to hear from JENNIE. She's been here before with her Crowning Lupus Foundation. And if you haven't seen her, get ready to be moved by a powerful woman who has struggled with lupus since she was a teenager. But first, in 2002, the Young Lawyers Division of the South Carolina Bar took on a national service project to provide prom dresses for hundreds of high school girls throughout the state. It's called the Cinderella Project, and this Saturday, these young lawyers will swap their legal briefs for magic wands to make dreams come true for girls in our area. Many of you have donated your gently worn formal gowns right here at Television Park and at the Second Circuit Solicitor's Office in Aiken. This is video from a previous Cinderella project in Aiken. We all know prom is all about the dress, but when you tack on all the accessories, the costs really add up. The Cinderella Project provides girls in need with everything, head to toe, to make them feel and look beautiful on their big night. The dress, jewelry, evening bags, even nail polish, all donated by people in the community.
Knowing that the costs have gone up and that dresses and shoes and all of that is so expensive. You're talking about high school girls. Some of them have jobs, some of them don't. And they wanted to give every girl the opportunity to attend their prom.
That's really a big event. It's a big deal. And Ashley Hammock from the Second Circuit Solicitor's Office in Aiken you're coordinating this year's project, Ashley.
I am.
That is a big undertaking, I'm sure. And I bet you have seen lots of formal gowns.
Yes, definitely.
Well, now you are one of the young lawyers in South Carolina, and this is part of a service project that is done around the country. How do you feel about Cinderella Project? How is it something that your group is passionate about?
Well, it's carried on here in South Carolina by the Young Lawyers Division of the South Carolina Bar Association, which is our statewide organization for lawyers. But one of the focuses of the Young Lawyers Division is service to the community. So this has been one of our hallmark projects to give back and meet a need right where we live.
I love the idea, you know, because it's sad to think about a kid not going to prom because they can't afford those things. And I love it that people have stepped up and said no. No, there are dresses hanging in closets that nobody's going to wear again.
Right.
And so you make the appeal then to the community for dresses?
We do. Throughout the year, we accept donations of gently used formal gowns, jewelry, new unopened makeup, anything that will make a teenage girl's prom day that much more special.
Right. And storing this stuff must be kind of funny. I mean, a lot of you donated here, and we have a conference room that has gowns all over it. And so I guess until the boutique happens, you just have to hang on to these gowns.
We do. We have been very lucky to have storage donated this year by Eric Brinkley over in Aiken. He's donated a storage unit, which has made it a whole lot easier instead of having to wade through dresses everywhere we go.
That is a very good thing to have that donated. Well, so as we talked about for this prom season, the collecting of dresses is already done, but you can look forward to having that opportunity to donate again next year. But what is coming up in Aiken on Saturday, the 24th of February, is the Boutique Day.
Yes.
And this is when the girls get to shop, right?
Yes, exactly.
Shop. Yeah.
We try to provide a full shopping experience just as if they were at the mall or any other store. The girls get to come in, they get to browse the racks of dresses, try dresses on until they find the perfect dress and the accessories to go with it.
And do they have to register in advance? How do they get to qualify to come?
There's no advance registration. All they have to do is bring their high school student ID with them.
Great. So if prom is a challenge, this is an awesome opportunity for you to get what you need to go.
Absolutely. Everything that we provide is at no cost.
That is such a great program, Ashley. We want to show you again the details about this. It's coming up February the 24th, 9 a.m. to noon at the Mill at Millbrook Baptist Church, and that's located at 1928 Whiskey Road in Aiken. And again, you want to make sure that you bring with you your student ID. And I loved in the video that we saw, Ashley, where you have the dresses, you have lots and lots of shoes, the accessories you were talking about, evening bags, just everything that they need to make that experience complete.
We do. We try to make sure that nobody misses out. Prom is such an important experience for high school girls, and we don't ever want the inability to buy a dress to stop girls from experiencing that day.
Right. You know, we talk so much, and I'm sure that this is something that your group thinks about a lot. Always before prom, it seems like there's so much emphasis about, you know, drinking and driving, not drinking and driving, all of those safety measures that we associate around the prom. And it is nice that there is something going on that's not, no, don't do this. The Cinderella Project is a very interesting service project, and like Ashley said, it goes on around the country. And the website is so interesting. There's a link to it on our website, WJBF.com. You can just go to the JENNIE page and click on that, and you'll see the links to Cinderella Project. Ashley, I think it's great that the South Carolina Young Legal Division does this. And what would you say about anybody else who wanted to be involved with something like this? How would you encourage them to do that?
Well, we always love to have volunteers. We have a lot of projects throughout the state, but here locally, the Aiken Project is our home, and you know, we can always use donations of
the donations
dresses,
are so important.
Jewelry, like I said, the new unopened makeup, anything that a girl might need for prom.
Yeah. That's a really, really great idea. And I guess you all run the mall experience at the boutique. You all are working there that day?
We do. We will be
Good.
there with bells on.
All right. Well, look forward to that, everybody. And Ashley Hammock, thank you for your time today and for telling us about this great event that goes on in Aiken.
Thank you.
Still ahead on JENNIE, she's living with a chronic illness, but Jade Nelia says you have to run lupus. You can't let it run you. Her foundation's inspiring mission after the break.